Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to create zero invoice on Gravity form submission. So let's suppose I am running an online business and I am collecting all my leads with the help of Gravity forms. Now I want that whenever there is a new form submission, an invoice should be automatically created for that particular product or the service which the lead is interested in. Now doing this manually will be a very time consuming task, so I am completely going to automate this process, and to do this automation I am going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Gravity forms and Xero. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever there will be new form submission in my Gravity forms, an invoice will be automatically created in my Xero. Now if you want to learn this amazing automation step by step, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to see how to create Xero invoice on Gravity form submission. For this, I have created an automation workflow with the help of Pabbly Connect, where I have built connection between Gravity forms and Xero. And now I am going to check this automation workflow once. For that, I'll be submitting a form in my Gravity forms. And then if an invoice is created in my Xero, this means this automation workflow is working fine. So here I have opened my registration form and I am going to fill some dummy details in all these fields. So here let's say my first name is current, my last name is user, my email address is current123@pabblytudes.com, phone number is this, and my service that I am interested in is, let's say, consulting, and now I am going to click on this submit. Here, as soon as I've done this form submission, an invoice should be created in my Xero account. So let's open my Xero and let's refresh this page once. And here I can see that I have instantly and automatically created this invoice for the current user. Let's open this. And here we can see the product and the product description. The service that we added was consulting. The price is here. The total amount is here. The issue date and the due date is here. The name was current user. So this is how this automation workflow will run. And now to learn how to create this, let's start creating this from the beginning. In this video, we are going to learn how to create Xero invoice on Gravity form submission. For this, we are going to create automation between Gravity forms and Xero with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect/inr/ in your browser. Now after browsing the website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in, and if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on this sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I have to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders that I've created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, you simply have to click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow button. And first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to create Xero invoice on Gravity form submission. And now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders that have been created, and here I'm going to select this forms automation and then click on create. Now here, as soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to create Xero invoice on Gravity form submission, which means whenever there will be form submission in my Gravity forms, an invoice will be automatically created in my Xero account, which means whenever there will be form submission in my Gravity forms, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So when form submission in my Gravity forms happens and an action says do this, then create Xero invoice. So here in my trigger application, I am going to take Gravity forms. And then in my trigger event, I am going to take this new response. Now I have to make connection between Pabbly Connect and Gravity forms, for which a webhook URL is provided to me. And this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Gravity forms with Pabbly Connect. So reading this help desk, we are going to build this connection. And to make this connection, let me open my Gravity forms account. So this is the app dashboard of WordPress, and as Gravity forms is a plugin of that, I have installed that from over here. Now on the left hand side where we can see all these options, I'm going to click on this forms and then go to this forms. Over here you can see all the forms which have been created in my Gravity forms, and here I'm going to use this registration form in this workflow. So I'm going to click on this edit option. And then here in this form, I have all these fields: first name, last name, email, phone and service which I'm interested in. Now to make this connection, I have to click on the settings on the top, and now if I scroll down, I can see this option of webhooks. So we will open this. And then we have landed to this page of webhooks feeds. So I'm going to click on this add new. And then I have to name this webhook. So let's say the name of this webhook is Invoice 0. And then I have to provide the request URL. So in this request URL field, I need to provide the webhook URL which I'm provided in my Pabbly Connect. So I'll go back to my Pabbly Connect, copy this webhook URL and paste that webhook URL over here. Next, I need to select my request method. So my request method is post, and then I need to select my request format. So here the request format is JSON. I have selected that. Now I need not have to enter these fields. In the request body, I have selected this as all, and now I'm simply going to click on the save settings. So here we can see the settings updated. We have successfully added the webhook URL which we were provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow here in this particular form, registration form. And now if I go back to Pabbly Connect, I can see this waiting for the webhook response, and under this it is written, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Now this means, so as to get the webhook response over here, I need to do a test submission, for which I'll be opening this particular form where I have built this webhook connection. Now after I submit this form, all the details should be captured here in this workflow, and this will show us that the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and Gravity Forms, that is successful. So here we are going to open this form, and to open this we have to click on this preview on the top right corner. Now here this form has appeared in front of me, and I am going to fill some dummy details in all these fields. So let's say this time my first name is latest, my last name is user, my email address is latest580@pablitudes.com, my mobile number is this, and then the service which I am interested in is digital marketing, and now I am going to click on this submit. Here, as soon as I've done this form submission, all these details should be captured in my Pabbly Connect. So let's open my Pabbly Connect. And if I scroll down, I can see that I have received the response after waiting for a few seconds. The service which I'm interested in is digital marketing. The phone number that we added was this one. Email address was latest580@pablitudes.com. The first name was latest, last name was user. Here, as soon as I've done this form submission, I have captured all that details here in this workflow, and this shows the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and Gravity Forms, that is successful. And now whenever there will be form submission in this particular form, registration form, I will start capturing all that detail here in this workflow. Now moving on to the next step, whenever there is a form submission in this Gravity Forms, I want to create a Xero invoice. So then in my action application, I am going to take Xero. And then in my action event, as I have to create an invoice, I am going to select this as create an invoice and then click on this connect. Now, if you have an existing connection, click on the save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection and then click on this connect with Xero. Here in this drop down, I have two organizations. I have already selected those organizations, and now I'm going to click on this continue with two organizations. So here authorization successful, and it is always advisable to keep your applications logged in for the easy authorization. And now Xero is connected with Pabbly Connect. Next we have to enter all these details. So the first one is that we have to select the organization name. So in my Xero account, you can see that my organization name is Demo Company. In this drop down, I have selected my organization name as Demo Company. Now in the type of invoice, here we have a bill or a sales invoice. My invoice is a sales invoice, so I am going to select that. Next, I need to enter the name. So I'm not going to enter these details manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter data from my previous response. Now, when I click on any of these fields, I can see this Gravity Forms. And when I click on this, I can see all the response that I've received from there. Here I need to enter the name, and the name that we have received in the response is latest. I'll put space between my first name and last name and then enter my last name as user. Next, I need not enter this invoice number as it will be automatically generated. And then I have to enter the email address. So following the same process, I'm going to enter my email address as latest580@pablitudes.com. Next, I need to enter the date. Now here in the response, I can see that I have received the date which is this one. But I need to enter the date in this format. It's written that I have to enter the date in this format. Year, month, date, and then there is a T. So I need to format the response that I have received. This is the response which I have received. So I need to format this. For that, I'm going to use one more action step before this action step by clicking on this add action button. And then I'm going to search for a feature by Pabbly, which is date time formatter, this one. Next, I need to select my action event. So I'm going to format the date with time zone. I've selected that and then click on this connect. So now I need to enter the date. The date that we want to format is this one. So I've entered that. Now the format that I have received. So I need to enter the format which I have received and then I need to enter the format in which I want to convert to. So in this drop down, my format is YYMM this one. So this is my to format, the format in which I want to get the date and the time. Next, I have to select my from time zone. So I have received the response in the UTC. So I've entered that, and the to time zone is also UTC. So I have entered that. Now, after adding all these details, I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request. And here we can see that we have received the response. The date and the timing all are same to the response that we have received. Here we wanted this T after the date. So we have also received that in this response. So now I can map this value. So I'm going to open my zero action step and then I'm going to insert the date from my date time formatter response. The response that we have received is this one. Now I'm going to manually enter my due date. So my due date is 31st March of this year. So here I'm going to copy this format, paste that over here, and then I'm going to simply edit this. The year is 2025, month is March, and the date is 31st. So here I have entered that. Next, the reference field is not a required one, so I'm going to skip this. In the line amount types, I'm going to select this as line has no tax because I have put no tax in the service and the products. Then the country code is already selected. I'm going to skip this currency rate. I'm going to keep the invoice status as draft and then send to contact is true. Next, I need to enter the line item description. So here I am going to enter the service. From my Gravity Forms, I have received the response, which is digital marketing. So I've entered that. Now, as I'm selling the service, I'm not required to enter this quantity and the line item unit amount. Next, I need to enter the line item code. So for my different products, I have different codes. Let me open my Xero account. So this is the app dashboard of Xero. I'm going to click on this business and then I'm going to go towards this products and services. So here I am selling 3 of these services. Content creation, the code of this is 111. Digital marketing, the code is 222. And consulting, the code is 333. In the similar manner, you can also create your products and services, providing the separate code for each of those products and services. Now, when you will enter the code for each of the service, the identification of the service along with the code and the price will be made by Xero and the invoice will be created. So now I'm going to enter my line item code. Now I'm not going to enter this manually or I'm going to select this. Otherwise, it will become static. I have to map this again because whenever the form submission will be done, the leads will be filling the form and choosing the services that they are interested in. And if I enter the line item code statically over here from this drop down, this will become static. So now to make this field static, I have to follow an important step, which means I'm going to map the data. And to map the data, I have to follow an important step. I'm going to turn on this mapping button on. And over here, you can see that the line item code for the content creation has been provided. But if I add the code in this manner, this field will become static as we know. So we are going to remove this and we are going to follow an important step. We are going to add one more action step before this action step by clicking on this add action button. And then I'm going to search for a feature by Pabbly, which is, so here I'm going to select my action application as lookup table. And then in my action event, I'm going to select this as lookup table and then click on this connect. So now we need to enter all these details. First, I need to enter the lookup key. So what key I'm looking for? I'm looking for the code of the service. So in this dropdown, I have received the response from my Gravity Forms and the service for which I want to get the code is digital marketing. Now here, as I've mapped this value, this is not static and whenever I will receive a new response for the service the lead is interested in, that service will be replaced over here. So here, as I've entered the lookup key, now I need to enter the label and the value. So in this label, I am going to enter all the services which I have. In the value, I am going to enter the code. So whenever this lookup key will be replaced, the code will be fetched for that particular service accordingly. So here I am going to enter 3 of my services which I am offering. The first one is content creation, second one is digital marketing, third one is consulting. So I'm going to enter all of these one by one. The first one is content creation, second one is digital marketing, and the third one is consulting. And now that I have entered the label, I need to enter the value to all these labels. So here in my Xero, I can see the code for this content creation is 111, digital marketing is 222, and consulting is 333. So I'm going to enter all of the value to these label. So now that I have entered all the label and all the value, I will receive the response for this lookup key which I have added, digital marketing. So let's quickly click on the save and send test request, and here we have received the response. The status is success. Then the label was digital marketing, and I have received the code for digital marketing which was 222. So here whenever I will receive the new response, this will be replaced and the new value will be fetched according to the service. So now I can map this value in my Xero action step. So let's open my Xero. And now I am going to map that code over here which I have received in my lookup table response. So here the response that I have received, the code was this one 222. So I have entered that. In the line item account code, I have selected this as sales, and in the line item tax type, I have selected this as sales tax on import. And now I am simply going to scroll down and then click on the save and send test request. And here we can see that we have received the response, and this response is a positive one. Now I'm going to open my Xero account and check whether the invoice has been created for this latest user or not. So this is the app dashboard of Xero. I'm going to click on this business and then go to this invoices. And here I can see that I've instantly and automatically created this latest user. Here is the service description, the quantity, the price. The name was latest user. So the invoice has been successfully created, this latest user. You can also check the item. The name of the item is digital marketing, and here is the code. So now to summarize, we took Gravity Forms as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. We submitted a form and received that response here in this workflow. Then we moved to the next step where we wanted to create the invoice. So after the form submission has been done, we took Xero as my action application, made connection with Pabbly Connect, entered all the details with the help of a method called mapping, clicked on the save and send test request button and received the response as this invoice been automatically and instantly created for my customers. So this is how this automation workflow will run, and here we have successfully created automation between Gravity Forms and Xero with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.